Hello and welcome to this board game life. My name is Mark, and today I am going to be doing a playthrough of Bear Mountain Camping Adventure. This is a new game that just came out in 2024, designed by Casey Mateus. The art is by Victizi, and this is published by Sweaterbear Games. So I guess I should show off the box. It's a beautiful box. Now, note, I do have the deluxe Kickstarter edition, so I've got like everything, all the fancy components, and nice little artwork on the inside of the box, like that. So I want to bear with you or let you know that ahead of time that everything you see, this, um, hold on, my box cover fell over. All right, I want to make sure it doesn't get stepped on. Everything you see, there are some upgraded components and things like that. So understand that what you're seeing is the full-on, all-in deluxe Kickstarter. So if you have the retail edition, you'll see some things that are different, more cardboard and stuff like that. But with that, I am there is a solo mode to this game, and I am alone today, but I'm gonna play through like a two-player game. So I'm just gonna sit here and play two players because I want to give you guys the to see how a multiple player game will work. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go back between purple and yellow, and we'll see how it goes. I did play through this last night, and it's I think it'll go a little faster today now that I know how to play. So, but please do excuse me, do like and subscribe to this to our channel. Please like the video, share any comments that you might have down below, and with that, let's get to the table and see how to play Bear Mountain Camping Adventure. All right, so we've got the park here. So this is the board. This is your play area where everyone's going to be moving your little campers around, and we start in the green flagged campgrounds, and you're going to have a hand of cards. So each player starts with 4 green, 4 blue cards, and in your draw decks, and we're going to start by each player taking 2 of each, 2 blue, 2 green, and these decks will always stay separate. All right, so I'm just gonna throw them out here, and I'll talk about the player boards and things like that as we go along. I'm gonna try to shift a little bit. You can't quite get everything in, but this is what we're working with. So this is our tray of all of our components that we're going to use. There's another tray going to be off screen that comes with it, and this has a lot of stuff. A lot of this is for a bunch of the expansions, but like your campers and stuff will go in here. So some of these things we will see in this game as I'm playing. A lot of these you will not. So maybe about half of these we might see in this game, but those are off, and I'll show them when I bring them on. I do have a really nice upgraded token here. This is a Trailblazer token. So once someone leaves the green, it goes into then the purple, then the yellow, then the blue, then the brown. The first person to get there gets this, and then they get an extra coin on every turn. So, which can be very helpful. All right, we do start out with tents, so we can only keep 1 activity token per turn, but we can upgrade to a light camper, a mid-sized camper, and a large RV by paying the cost as listed on your board and then on the cards to upgrade. Those will allow you to gain, hold more resources, more activity tokens, and such as we go along. So I think I'm just gonna play, and the company Sweaterbear Games, they have I think that there was a developers that went through and do a kind of a walkthrough on how to play. So this one is a playthrough. I'm not going to necessarily teach the game, but I'm just going to talk as I go and kind of explain things and try to teach it in that manner. All right, so I'm just going to start with purple. Purple will go first. So what you do in your turn is you're going to lay out your cards. You're going to play your hand. So that's always going to be the first thing. In fact, I will. There are a lot of aids, but you're going to play your hand. And you're going to gain tokens and use single card abilities. That's what you're going to first thing you're going to do. Then you're going to manage your resources. So you're going to get your resources and buy cards from the marketplace if you can. You can upgrade your camper at that time, and then you have to discard any additional resources you don't use that exceed your limit. And then you're going to move to a campsite. And then the campsite basically will end your turn, but it'll tell you what you're going to gain at the end of your turn to set up for the next turn. And that's pretty much what it is. So we all have starters. Excuse me. So we're going to start by getting a hiker, some firewood, a tuber. I call it. He looks like he's on an inner tube, and a swimmer. Let me just show you. So this is what the resources activity tokens that purple player has gained at the start. So now again, you can look on the back of the blue and the green. You want to keep separate discard piles, but they do show blue and green on the start. So I'm just going to go. So you can on the front. I'm sorry. So you can see which pile they go to, or you can flip them over, whichever you find easier. All right. So I got those 4 resources. That's what I gained by playing my hand. Now I can only keep one of these tokens. So I'm going to want to try to spend them to gain some more cards. So now on the cards that are out here, the bottom shows you what it costs to purchase it. And then every time you play it, so when I purchase it, it goes to your discard. And then when you reshuffle and it comes back, then on this one, I'm going to gain a coin, I'm going to gain a hiker, and I'm going to gain a firewood every time I play that card. So it's going to cost me a swimmer and a boat. Now I don't have the boat. I don't have the canoer. I don't have a fisherman. I do have a hiker and some wood. So if I buy this fishing card, I would gain 3 fishermen every turn, every time I play that. Let's see. What else? Looks like I can either get firewood to gain 2 bikers or spend these 2 to gain the 3 fishermen. And then these don't have a use for it, looks like. And if you can't use all your resource or your activity tokens, they go away at the end of your turn. So you want to try to utilize them, everything that you are going to essentially lose. So if I put this guy out there, now another thing you can do is you can turn in 3 resources. So it does show this on your board. You could turn in any resource or 2 coin to gain a campfire, which essentially is a wild activity token. So those can be used for anything. So maybe what I might do is I might use this firewood to purchase this mountain biking, and then I could actually turn these 3 in to gain a campfire that I can use on a later turn. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. So this gets discarded into its proper pile. And now what I do is I'm going to put this camper. Now you start in the green section. So everything with a green flag here, I can go there and it shows you what you're going to get. So if I go here, you're going to start your next turn. You're going to draw 3 blue cards and a green card from your hand, from your draw deck, and you're going to gain a coin. You go here, you're starting with 3 blues and a coin. Again, so it's telling you what you're going to get at the end of your turn. Here I can get 2 gold, 2 coins, but I'll start with one blue, 1 green. So you're trying to manage, how many cards is going to get you the more resources next turn. The gold can be helpful. You can use 2 gold to buy a campfire. You can also use 2 gold to get a backpack, to get a granola bar, things like that. So again, this is just a big resource management game. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to start out here. So they're going to play. Actually, I'm going to go because I have 2 of each. So let's go down here. I'll gain a gold. And I'm going to start with 2 of each, which is my last 2 starter cards, okay? So I'm going to just set them like that. That ends that person's turn. I'm going to refill the market here. And then we're going over to yellow's turn. So yellow, again, you always start with 2 cards of each at the very beginning of the game. And then throughout the rest of the game, it depends on where you end, which campsite that you are at. Now, the ultimate goal here is to get to Bear Mountain Campsite. Okay, first person there wins the game. This game doesn't have any points. It's not adding, so it doesn't matter. Everything you have at the end doesn't matter. Okay, whoever gets here first wins the game. And to get here, you're going to have 2 activity tokens of all of these. Plus, you have to have a card that's called the off-roading card. And you have to have that in your hand. So even if you got all your resources, you can't go there till you have that off-roading card in your hand. And you'll see it come up eventually in the marketplace. Now, if you buy it right away, it's a card that every time you draw it, you can't do anything. It does nothing. But you're going to need it for the end game. So you can either get it early and that way you have it, but it's going to muck your hand up every time, or you can kind of wait to the end and wait to buy it. So again, however you want to handle that, but that's just kind of the thing. You're also going to see on your player board the different campsites. So we start in the green right here, and then it goes to purple, yellow, blue, brown, and then the black one, the center one. You're going to move your other little camper down here along this track, and I'll explain that as I go. But we all start in the green. I can't move out. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the green. Then you're going to move to the purple is the next section you can go. So, but to get into the purple, you have to pay these resources to go to one of these campsites on your very first time that you go to the purple. And then you'll move your little camper up showing that and then once you're there, you don't have to pay those. Once you're there, you can move around just like we're going to do here. The further you go through, and you will go green, purple, yellow, blue, brown, and then to the final spot. The further along, like here, you can see you're getting 4 cards and a coin, but the further you go down here, you're only getting like 1 of each, or you're getting fewer resources as you go in. So you're not getting, but you hopefully have more powerful cards that will give you more resources with the fewer cards that you're drawing. So it's kind of the game plan. And then these tiles here, some of these campsites, if you go there, you flip a tile. If there's a bear, then the bear chases you back down 1 level of campground by color. So you'd actually, if I was at purple and I flipped a bear here, I'd have to go back to green and I'd have to move my little camper back. And then I'd have to pay those resources to come back into the purple camping area. So we don't want bears. And there's actually, out of the 16 tiles, I think, that are out here, 6 of them are bears. The rest of them are positives. You gain another card from the deck. You gain coins. You gain a campfire token, stuff like that. All right, so let's move on. So we got yellow player. And when I did do this yesterday, I struggled with moving the right tokens. I'm going to try really hard to make sure I'm moving the correct campers. All right, so yellow starts. They're going to get a biker, a hiker, a tuber, and a fisherman, a fisher. So once you've gained your resources, then you can just discard. So I'm going to just do my discards like this. All right. And then I'll have my draws up here, and my discards are off to the side here off camera for the purple player. So I got these 4 resources. Now, you don't slot them. Well, let me put these up here because you can't see them. So I've got these 4 resources here. You do not slot them in here. Okay, you have to use them, purchase them, because the only thing I can keep is 1 because I have a small tent. So when I keep a token, then I slot it in here. So don't put them in there before you can only put 1. So I'm going to look at the market, see what's available for me to purchase. I don't have any wood. For him, I can get 2 swimmers. Let's see. I don't have the boat. I don't have wood. Don't have wood. Okay, now for that one up there, so I can either get 2 swimmers. I can buy this card for this, but the skipping stones gives me a swimmer and a coin. Up there, I need a bike, a swimmer, and a wood, which I do not have a wood. But this has a special symbol, and I will kind of explain these. I'll explain this card when I buy it and what that symbol does. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy the skipping stones. So I'm going to purchase it with my fisherman, right? And then next time I get this card, I get to gain a swimmer and a gold coin. I can only keep 1 token. So, or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just turn these in and get me a campfire. So I have a wild. All right. Now I got to put my camper out here. I can't go to the same campsite as another player. And at the end of a return, you have to change campsites. But I can select any other campsite in here. So I'm gonna go over here to this green. I'm gonna get 2 coins. And then I'm only going to start with 1 of each card on my next turn. Okay, and that ends my turn. So we go back to purple. They're going to spend their hand. So they are going to get a boat, or a fisher, a canoe, some binoculars, and a bike. Bicyclist. All right. And, we need to refill this. So the market's full. All right, so let's see. We have none that are left over. We do have our wild. So he's got the bike. He doesn't have a swimmer. He doesn't have the wood, and I only got 1 of those, so he can't get to read a book. But he does have, let's see. So here, I like the hang gliding as well. So for a swimmer and a canoe, so I don't have a swimmer, so we're going to use my campfire token. And that has my swimmer. And then to gain the hang gliding, and then this one will gain a coin, a hiker, and firewood every time you use it. All right. I'm back down to 3 tokens. I'm going to go ahead and purchase this blue one as well. So we're going to buy this swimmer here. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, swimming card. I'm down to 2. Those all require 2 or 3, none of which I have. I can only keep 1 of these tokens. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep the bicyclist, and he gets disposed. All right, so now I can refill this if I want. All right, so now they don't have anything else to do at this point, so purple is going to move campgrounds. And I think they're going to come over here to this one to gain 2 coin as well. They're going to start off with one of each. So now I'm out of cards, so we're going to just shuffle those up that we just discarded. Okay, shuffle those up the best we can because there's only a few cards. Make our new draw piles, and they're starting with 1 of each. So what I do is I just draw them and set them like that. Just try to keep things straight for me playing two different players. All right, so yellow's turn. I get a swimmer and some firewood. And again, I'm only starting with 2 cards this time because of where I went. So I have firewood and a swimmer available. I have firewood and a swimmer. I could get this if I use this as firewood. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show you something. So read a book. Okay. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use my campfire, my wild, as my bike. And then I need a swimmer and wood, which I do have. So I'm going to dispose of all of those. to get this card. Now, what you're going to notice is there's a little symbol here. It looks like a compass. So I'm going to take a little compass token. I'm going to place that on the spot on my board. Now that means that I cannot buy another card that has that symbol on it from here on out, because these give you an extra token and an ability. So this one, every time I draw this, I can gain a hiker, and then I can also draw 2 cards and then discard any card. So I'm going to basically get to draw 2 more cards into my hand and pick one to use. So because it's got a kind of a special ability, you can only have one of those, and there's 6 different types in the game. All right, so we refresh the market. Now I have 2 coins. I could buy a backpack, which allows me to draw another card from my hand. But once you can only use a backpack 3 times in a game, and anytime you cost you 2 coin to buy a backpack. Once you use it, you put it over here into the used side of the board. You flip it sideways. I could also buy for 2 coin. I could buy a granola bar, which allows me to refresh the entire marketplace. So that can come in handy if there's stuff there that you want to get rid of everything. Plus, you get a 1 discount on a resource required to purchase it. So the granola bars are really good. There's also these bells. So you only can have 1 of these at a time. It costs you 4 of any resource, or unless some cards give it to you, like this one, the skiing card actually will give you a bell if you don't have one. You gain 2 gold and a bell. Now the bell comes in handy if you're going to one of these campsites, and if there's a bear there, it scares the bear away, so you don't have to go back. But then the bell gets used, so you got to get another one before you risk finding a bear at a campsite. So again, the gold can be used to buy those types of things, and you can also upgrade. All right, so I already forgot what I did. Oh, I bought my Rate a Book. So I bought that. I don't have any other tokens. I have to move. So there's nothing else for me to do. So yellow's going to move. And I'm going to go back here where I'm going to get a coin. Just something that I would definitely like. And then I'm going to start with 2 blues and 2 greens. And I only have 1. So I'm going to shuffle what I had there and put it on the bottom of my draw deck for both my blue and my green. And then I can draw 2 of each for next turn. All right. Back to purple. Purple's going to get a swimmer. All right, so here's one of those upgrades already. So they're going to gain a coin, hiker, firewood, just for that 1 card, and they're going to get a swimmer for their other card. So those get discarded. All right. So we can put the coin up. We have our resources here. And I got the biker still available. Nothing calls for a bike. I need a hiker and an inner tube for that. Campfire, I don't have any resources for that. I'm going to hold on to this swimmer. I'm going to spend the hiker in the wood to get a fishing card. Okay. All right. And then I'm also going to spend 3 coin. So I got 3 coin here. I'm going to spend 3 of them to upgrade my tent. So we're going to go to a light camper, and you work your way up. Now the light camper allows you to keep 2 activity tokens per turn, and then it costs you 4 coin to upgrade to a midweight camper. So I just slot that there as a reminder. So now instead of having to be 1, I can hold on to 2 on my turn. Okay, so now purple, they're going to go, let's see. Let's go over here. They're going to gain a coin. They're going to start with 3 blue cards and 1 green. All right. Back to yellow's turn. They're going to gain firewood, binoculars, floater, and a canoer. Oh, all right. All right. So one thing we're gonna do, we'll do the same thing. Oh, I think that's out of turn. I got to spend my resources first. So, oops, and refill. Okay, so and I don't think I can do that during this spot. Play my cards to gain the tokens. Oh, I did that. Okay, so I gained my tokens. Now I'm going to manage my resources so I can buy cards or tokens, upgrade my tent or camper, save activity tokens according to my tent camper, and discard the rest. So I am going to spend 2 coins to buy a campfire. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 coins to get a campfire. Now, I'm also now going to use that campfire, the binoculars, and the floater guy to gain my skiing card. So that's kind of how you manage those things. Now, I can only keep one of these guys. So I can keep my firewood or my canoe. Oh, nope. I can buy this card, Hike at Dusk. So, and then when I play this, I can gain a binocular, or all players are getting 2 coin, but I'm also getting a swimmer, so I don't waste any these. I'm buying that as well. All right. That ends that. Nothing else for me to do except a new campground. All right, let's go. Let's go to this one. So I'll get a coin. I'll start with 2 blues and a green on my next turn. Back to purple. Purple's got 4 cards here. So they're going to gain a firewood, 2 swimmers, a floater, and a fisher. Okay. So got lots of resources. I can only keep 2. I can only keep 2 after this is over. Got to refill this. All right. So got plenty of swimmers. Nothing wants swimmers for purchase. Anything for wood. So I could spend this wood and that floater guy to gain the swimming, which I think I already have, but I need 2 binoculars and a swimmer. I have no binoculars. A swimmer, binocular, and a hiker. I don't have a hiker either. But I could get 2 campfires. So we're going to spend 2 coin to get a campfire token. We're going to turn these 3 swimmers in because you can do 2 coins or 3 resources. And hopefully I did this right to get that. Because what I want is, which one did I want? You may get rid of a card from your hand. That's nice. The snowboarding. Oh, no. Yeah. So I don't have the binoculars, but I have 2 campfires and a floater. So we're going to buy the snowboarding card. The nice thing about this is this card, every time it comes up, you can get rid of a starter card out of your hand. So this is really nice. Now, another way to get rid of starter cards is you come down here to this first spot that has the recycle, and you can spend 3 resources to recycle a card, which basically means trashing it out of your hand for the rest of the game, okay? But this one allows you to do that every time you play it. Let's just get rid of 1 card from your hand. Actually, it doesn't say recycle. I need to follow up on, let's just verification, see if they have the snowboarding card back here. couple cards they have listed to verify. So here's the snowboarding. Yeah, take it out. Okay, so it is recycling it. So this does do what I thought. Gets rid of that card for the rest of the game. This is a good card. So I'm getting that. That's worth the stuff. Now we have, I can spend, so I could get with what's left. Oh, I've got the biker too. I can save both of these because I can save 2 activity tokens, or I could gain sunbathing. I'm going to spend this guy, the fisherman, to get the sunbather, and then I'm going to just save that. Purple needs to move somewhere. I think they want a coin. So let's give them a coin. And they're going to start with 2 of each. And again, as soon as you don't have enough, you shuffle that deck up and pull a new card. All right. Back to yellow. So I'm going to gain a fishing boat, a swimmer, and a bike. All right, so I got to refill these. Well, you may choose an opponent and swap a card with them. So yeah, this card, some of these allow you to. Some of these cards are mean too, because you can get a card that allows you, when play it, to throw away activity tokens of other players, swap cards with other players. Now, the card swap is a blind swap. You don't know what you're going to. You pick your card to give them, but you don't know what you're going to get from them. It is a blind draw from their hand. All right, so what do I want? I don't really like the swapping a card, especially especially in this mode. I don't even know if I'm playing with people if I'd want to use it, but because I'm playing both, I kind of choose not to do that. So I'm going to spend this fisherman to take this jump off the dock, and then all players. So I'm going to gain 2 canoeing every time I do this card. But then all players will reveal the top card of either deck and choose to either discard it or put it back. So that could come in handy. If I see something, if I can look at one of my top cards of if it's something I'm not going to need in the near future, I can get rid of it. So now I have and I can only keep 1. I don't have 3 gold. I can't use either of these. So I think I'm just going to hold on to the bicyclist, and I have to toss the swimmer. Now I need to move. I want to go, we'll go back here. You have to move from where you're at. Actually, let's go here. I'm going to gain a coin. I start with 1 blue and 2 green, which I currently have. Okay. Fill the card. Fill the market. All right. Then again, 2 bikes, a hiker, in a canoe. Oh, and this one they bought, I forgot. So they bought this camera one. When you buy it, you got to put the token on it so that you can't, it's a reminder you can't buy, so you can't buy another camera. But he also gets another bike. And he may get rid of 1 card from his hand, which is what he just played. I'm gonna have him chuck this starter card, so that's just gonna go out. So he's gonna get rid of that. Okay. So now he's got 4 bike tokens. We've got wood, canoe, and a hiker. So, okay, so we can take 3 of these bikes. We're going to trade them in for a campfire. Oh, whoops, hold on. That was 3 bikes. I looked at that wrong. I don't have a fisherman to make that purchase. So purchase for a hiker, and you gain. Okay, so we're going to go with the bird watching. We'll do this one. Maybe. And then we're going to turn these 3 in for a campfire anyways. And then we're going to just hold on to that one. Refill this guy. And then we are going to move purple. They are going to go here. They're going to gain a coin. Start with 2 blue and a green on their next turn. Okay. Back to yellow. So I'm going to gain a hiker. Oops. I'm going to gain a swimmer and a gold coin. And then I'm going to gain a hiker. Then I can draw 2 cards and then discard any one. I don't have any. I can draw 2 cards and then discard one of them. Well, any one. So I believe the way it works is you're playing your hand, and I keep discarding, but you play your hand. You can play your hand, and then I believe you can discard that even after you've done the resource. But let me double check. It might be because it says discard any card, so it should be anything. Is there read a book listed? No, it's not. Oh, here it is. Play this card. Oh, play this card first from your hand. Draw 2 cards. And then from all the cards in your hand, discard 1 card. It can be one of the 2 you just drew, but it doesn't have to be. So I should have played that first. Since I didn't, I'm just going to draw 2 from here and discard one of these. I'm going to discard my starter. So this one gives me a swimmer and a coin. And do I have the compass? Yeah, I do have the compass. Okay. So now I've got, let's see what we got. I saw something for 2 hikers. I can do the whitewater kayaking. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use two hikers for the whitewater kayaking card. I can only keep 1. I got 2 swimmers. Can't use swimmers on any of these. I'll keep. Okay, so what we're going to do, here's what we're going to do then. We're going to spend the 3 coins to upgrade my tent to a light camper, which lets me keep 2 activity tokens, so I can keep both swimmers. All right, that's the end of my turn. And yellow needs to move. Let's see, do I want coins? I still need some other stuff to be able to move into the purple. So I've got purple requires me to, looks like, have 3 activity tokens. So I got a biker and 2 swimmers. Does that help me? I got a biker, a swimmer, 2 bikers and a swimmer. Not the other way around. Bikers and swimmers. Well, we are just going to go here. We'll get a coin. I'm going to start with 2 blues, 2 greens on the next turn. Try to get some more stuff because we want to try to get up here to have a little more fun. All right. So the bike, 2 tubes, and a swimmer. Okay. What's available out here? I don't have a hiker. There's that compass one. I want to make sure he's got the camera. Just want to make sure he didn't buy any one of those already. I did miss that a couple times yesterday. Okay, so the compass is still available, but he doesn't have any. He doesn't have what he needs to get it, but he could get it. Oh, gotta refill this. Well, that might even be different. No, you can't afford that one either. You may place any card you acquire on top of your deck. Well, that's nice. Any card you acquire right on top. That's a nice one. I like that. Let's see. He doesn't have a Fisher, but he doesn't want this swapping the card with. I think the kayaking is not going to go anywhere. That one needs a campfire and a hiker, which you can't do. This one needs this guy. He can't get that one either. Oh, yeah, he could. We could get to read a book by using these 3 as a wild, just to get the yellow, use his other wild for the hiker, and then use this. And he could get to read a book. So let's do that. Use this for the wild to meet those. That wild meets that, and the red meets this one to gain read a book. Now he got the compass, so he can't buy another compass card. You slot that. All right. And I think we are just going to move purple. Purple wants resources and coin. Let's go up here. They get a coin, 1 green, 3 blue to start the next turn. All right. Over to Yeller. Yellow's gaining a red, a purple, an orange. Then we're going to gain a swimmer. We can also gain a yellow or 2 coins. We're going to gain a yellow because the 2 coins is for everybody. Why would we want to give the other player anything, right? Why? All right, so better refill. All right, so I have 2 bikes. I do have that. I could get the mountain bike. I don't have any hikers, no campfires, no boats. I got plenty of swimmers. I think we're going to spend the binoculars to get the mountain biking card. And then that would give me swimmers, but if I used a swimmer and a other thing, I could gain 3 wood. I think I'm going to do this one, gaining firewood. So put the 3 in for the campfire and the swimmer to gain my wood. Oh, look at that! Play a board game. Okay. I'm just going to move. There's nothing else for me to do at the moment. Yellow. I'm going to go here. Gain a coin and start with 3 cards next turn. I need to get resources so I can get up out of here. All right, purple. Purple's got resources. See where they're at. Maybe they can go up first. All right. They're going to gain a float. 2 swimmers. 3 fishermen. Whew. You're getting stuff. And a binocular. Okay. You got stuff, baby. You cannot upgrade your camper yet. So, what do you have? You could get that at dusk. I don't want to swap a card. Hiker and a floater. Okay, this would give you the higher at dusk. Yeah, there's the play a board game up there gives you swapping 3 tokens with an opponent. So you can take tokens from your opponent to help you get what you need, but you got to give them. I mean, they're not losing those tokens with that one, but it could be very helpful for you. So I think we're going to also do a. I swear this guy's done a swimming one a couple times. So I think we're going to do the hiking, hike at dusk. And then we're going to go ahead and do swimming. Can't remember if they've done swimming or I've done swimming. Which I'm typically yellow, so kind of yellow is me, and this is my AI. All right. So I have a biker, a canoer, a swimmer. So we're going to do this. We're going to take these 3 fishing boats, cash them in for a campfire to take the binocular, put the swimmer dude, and give that. Okay, so that's going to be, there's the off-roading card, which I mentioned at the beginning. Okay, so now purple needs to move. They want a coin because they want to get 4 to upgrade their trailer. So I think they're going to go here. They're going to gain a coin. They'll be able to upgrade in their next turn. We need to reshuffle all their green because they have nothing. Then they're going to start with 2 greens, 2 blues. Right now, we're still in the Firefly Grove campground. We need to work our way out. It's like it's always I think with that whole management thing. Do I buy more cards because I can get some stuff, or do I how do I use my resources to go up into a different campground? Because then resources come a little scarcer. So, all right. So they're going to take 2 of each to start their next turn. Okay. Now let's go. All right. So skiing, got my skiing. So I'm going to gain a bell, which I did not have. I love it. And I'm gaining 2 gold. I love the skiing card so far. This is one of my favorites. 2 gold and a bell. Free bell. Love it. That saves you 4 resources. So gaining a swimmer and a fisher. You're not getting the resources with it, but it's a beaut. All right, so I can still save 2. Let's see what's out here. I'm going to hold these. And then I am going to spend the 4 to upgrade to the mid-size camper. Now, mid-size camper lets me hold 3 activity tokens, and you'll see over on the bottom here, there's a little 1. So I could actually, when I draw my hand, I could actually like take a card from one of my decks and swap it with one in my hand. So that's kind of a nice ability, and you can do that every turn. And to get to the large RV, it's going to cost 5 gold to upgrade. Okay, so I'm saving these. Now I need to move. I need to change my campsite of yellow. I have 3, so I could probably go to the purple. Let's see. I got. What do I have? I have 3 swimmers. Which doesn't help me out yet. I really need different stuff. I need different. I'm just gonna stay. Okay, so I gotta move anyways. So we're going to go up here, gain another coin. We're going to start. Time to shuffle. Shuffling gets less and less, of course, as you buy cards. And it's so important to buy cards. So it's not like I got to really rush out of this first campground. Um, and it can be, I think, as I'm still trying to learn, I think it can be, you're probably best to stick around down here because you get to draw more cards in this first campground. You get less and less as you move up. So to get, as long as those starter cards are in your hand, you're only getting one resource, one activity token each time. So I'm starting with 3 blues and a green on my next hand. All right. So, all right. He's getting 3 fisher boats. 3. Oh, another one. Here you're getting a firewood. You can swap up to 3 tokens. So we're going to hold this. We're going to gain a hiker and a canoer. That's a green. Okay, so we're going to hold this because I can still swap tokens. Oh, that was a mountain card. I needed to put mountain. I tend to forget that when I buy these. You got to put those tokens. Then he can't buy another mountain card. Like this one, he couldn't buy it. Because his active, this one now, it says you may place 1 card you acquire on top of your deck, but his mountain ability is to swap 3 tokens with an opponent. That's probably the better card in my opinion, but again, it's going to come down to the situation. You could buy something here really good, especially if like it's at the end of the game and you got this come up, then you buy this and you can put it on top. If then you'll know you're going to be able to go to the final spot and win the game if you have all your resources and you didn't have your off-roading card. So that could be really helpful at the end. Just might give you that a little sooner. You still have to have the resources to purchase that. All right. So purple is down here. Let's see. They got a lot of tokens. So we can purchase snorkeling for 2 canoers, which we are going to do. We are campfire and we don't have a campfire, but we could. Nope, you can't buy that one. 2 wood, which we don't have. You could get the binocular one. That's a swap. I don't like that's right. I got to get rid of the kayak. I don't care for this ability with swapping when it's just me playing alone. He can keep 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade for 4 coin. I like to do a player board, but boy, getting these coins out of there can be a little tough. So he's going up to the bigger campers. He can keep 3 tokens now that he doesn't use. So I'm thinking he's going to cash these 3 in for that. 2 wood. He doesn't have. So he's going to keep these 3 activity tokens. Oh, he can swap up to 3. I don't know if that benefits him at all either. I think he's good. I don't have really anything, so we'll put that off. Does he have enough to go up there? Because you got to pay the price. I don't have a binocular or a purple canoe. He's got 1 bike. A red, a swimmer, a binocular. Nope, 1 fishing boat and 1 hiker. But he could go up there. He could go to this one by using his wild. Or he could go to this one using his wild. Or he could go to this one. So he's going to go up here. This is what he's going to do. He's going to spend his fish Fisher, his wood, and his campfire to count for the swimmer. So purple is moving up here. He's paid the price to get in there. So now he gains the Trailblazer token, which gives him 1 extra gold at the end of his turn all the time until I pass him. And now once he's here, he's going to move his token on this board. He's going to go from yellow to purple, so he's moved forward, tracking which camp zone he's in. Now, after this, he can go to any one of these and not pay that initial cost. You're only paying it to get into that colored campground area. So now he's going to gain a coin from this. He's going to gain one from this. He's going to start with a blue and a green on his next turn. Okay. All right. So he got there first. Okay. So I'm going to gain a binocular, a swimmer. I get two boats. I gain 2 coin. I already have a bell. It's blue. This one's green. This says all players reveal the top card of either deck, then choose to either discard it or put it back. So I'm going to pick a blue card. I'm going to discard it because it's just a fisherman. Well, it's a boat. I already have one. Could help me get up there if I could get a... We're going to hold on to it anyways. We'll just keep it. And then him, gain a bike. Cool. He's going to go. We'll let him keep it. All right. So what do we have? I got a lot of swimmers that I can't. Oh, got to fill this. Oh, another kayak. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Well, hold on. This could be good. That's a campfire and a hiker, which I have none of. I could get. I got to spend the hand first. Oh, no, I did. I collected my... I get that. We're going to spend 2 coins to get a campfire. And then I'm going to turn these 3 swimmers in for a campfire. Okay. And then I'm going to purchase for the 2 campfires this guy, which is a camp card. I got to mark my board. Okay. And then I can hold 3 activity tokens. I could refresh this whole board, but I don't want the kayaks. That's the problem. 2 wood. Can't do that yet. So I'm just going to... I'm going to just hold up. I can only keep 3 of these. I'm going to lose 1. Or I turn 1 into... No, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hold on to 1 of each of those. And then yellow has to move. Can yellow get up there? So I have a yellow, I have a purple, and I have an... Okay, so yellow can. So we're going to go up here. And I have a bell, so you're going to see how this camp thing works. So I'm going to spend my yellow, my purple, and my orange to go up into the purple campsite. So I'm going to move my little camper up. So I come up here, and now I have to see what it is, and it's a bear. Okay. Here. So it's a bear. Now, normally the bear would chase me back down to the green, but I have my noise token, so that scares the bear off. I lose that bell, but I get to stay here, and now I will gain 2 coins to end my turn. And I will start with a green and a blue on my next turn. Now, I don't get any Trailblazer. I have to get the yellow before purple does to take this away from that player. Okay, so purple's up. They're going to gain 3 swimmers and 2 binoculars. Okay. All right. Swimmers and binoculars. Need a hiker and a floater, a campfire and a fisher. I could get more swimmers there. I don't. Okay, that guy has a swimming card. I'm not buying another swimming card for him. He could. He doesn't have the resources for that. I could get a wild and a wild, but I still don't have what I would need. The kayaking doesn't do much. So here, we're going to do this. I want to show you how this is going to go. So we're spending 2 coins to gain a granola bar. Now, if I had 4 coins, I could get 3 granola bars, but I only have 2. So we're taking a granola bar. So you get these little granola bars, right? And now I can use that. So I'm going to go ahead and use it and recycle this. So all these come off. They're going to the bottom of the deck. And we get 3 new cards. And the one thing I always forget, you get a discount, 1 resource discount off whatever you buy. I think it's just one card. If I end up buying 2, you got to pay full price for the second card. Okay. So let's see if we got any better options. So got paddle boarding. I still don't have that boat. I don't have wood. I don't have a campfire. Oh, I could do sailing. Those and a fisherman. I don't have. So there's the off-roading, but I'm not going to buy that yet. The sailing looks good. And so I think I'm going to do the one, and I got to do 3 to get for that guy to make this wild. So 3, him, he's going to take sailing. And we're keeping these 2. Refreshing this. Now, he does not have a bell, so if he goes here, he's at risk of getting sent back to yellow. And going to these spots gives you those are the higher places, like you get the 2 gold coin. You don't get that anywhere else. Here you get 4 cards to start your next. Otherwise, well, you can get 4 there as well. So I guess, but there could be positives there as well. So let's just take purple there, right? We're going to see what happens. So you flip this first. It's a campfire. It's a good thing. So he gains a wild token, and he will still now get to start that 1, 2, 3, 4, and he gets a coin for being a trailblazer. Well, there we go. That worked out well for him. All right. Yellow gaining a wood and a fisherman. That's it. That's what I have. And what's up in the deck? Going to cost 5 coins to upgrade. All right. Wow, I really don't have what is needed here. I could spend 2 coins to get a wild to take the paddleboard. So, all right. So I'm going to do that. So I've got a boat. I've got a swimmer. I'm going to spend 2 coins to get a campfire, which I'm going to just turn around and spend to take the paddleboard card. Okay. Refill this because I'm done. And now I have to move, and I can't stay here. I can't move to that one, which I don't want to. I don't have the bell. I need 5 coin to get my large RV, but I want more resources. So let's go up here. That'll let me start with 3 greens and a blue. Endeth my turn. All right. Back to purple. Getting a bike. 2 swimmers. You may get rid of a card from your hand. I think I double check, a triple check probably. I think you can still play it, but then you get rid of it. You can still get your resources. After playing all cards in your hand and gaining all tokens and ability, you may select one of those and take it out of play. Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure. So we're still going to get our bike for that card. Gaining 2 floaty dudes. Okay. So this is my only starter card. We're going to trash that one. I already got the resource, and we're trashing that one. Okay. This one we've already spent. Yeah, we've done these. Okay. Got some good resources here. Let's see what's available. We do have a campfire. Choose an opponent to discard. See, tell ghost stories. This is the mean card. He already got a compass, so he can't buy this anyways, which is good for me. But this is one, you're going to get a binocular return, and then you can choose an opponent and discard 3 of their tokens. Now, just for sake, I couldn't find in the rules if that means you can discard wild tokens. Because I think what it says is activity tokens. I think I did look that up, and it said, yeah, choose an opponent, discard 3 of their activity tokens from their activity token storage area. So I translate that to just these, not the wild, not the campfires. So you can only, the way I interpret it, you can't take off their wild tokens, but you can remove 3, which can be devastating. All right, but thankfully he can't buy that because he already has the compass token, so he's already bought one of those cards. Let's see. I don't have wood to get a spelunk, but I could still get it. Skipping stones. So let's purchase skipping stones. He could purchase surfing, which will gain him a coin, a canoe, and a surf, or a these pink ones every time. Let's see. We need a campfire, another. Oh, he can't. That's right. For a bike and 2 wood, or a bike and a wood, which would be a campfire, allows him to get the spelunking card. Okay, I think he's done. He's going to keep these 3. We're going to fill up the market, and he's going to move. Now he's going to have 4 at a minimum to move in the yellow area. So he's got 2 yellow. So we can get into the yellow area. He needs 2 bikes, which he does not have. Doesn't have really what he needs yet. So we're going to stick to gaining some resources for this guy. So he's going to start with, he's going to gain a coin for this, and start with 2 green and a blue. All right. Voila. Hello? What up? Okay. You may have noticed a weird transition right there. Got a call from Rob. My buddy Rob, everybody's favorite. He just called me and so I took his call and I'm getting back to the game now. So might be a little weird jump right there in the video. All right. So I believe I left off with purple going. I'm pretty sure that was correct. So it's yellow. Yellow's gaining a hiker, 3 bikers, gaining a swimmer, and a coin. All right. And let's see what we have. All right, so we're both in the blue area. I really want to get into the yellow so I can get this Trailblazer coin. Do I want to buy anything or do I want to hold on? I can only hold 3 activity tokens. What do I need to get in there? So I need, looks like 2 hikers and 2 fishermen, which I don't have. But I could cash the bikes in for a wild. Still won't help me. I need a swimmer, which I have. 2 wood, I have 1. And a purple canoe, I don't have that. I need a binocular, which I don't have. 2 bikes, which I do have. And a bread, which I don't. Or 2 swimmers, which I don't have. Red. So a hiker, a binocular, and 2 purples. So I do not have what I need to get in there just yet. So, all right. I like getting that extra coin. I need 5 to upgrade my camper to hold more tokens. I only have 4. Can only hold 3, so I'm gonna I think I'm gonna put these in for a wild. We'll keep those 2. And I think I'm gonna just avoid buying a card. Try to get up there to get that extra coin. So I'm still gonna be here. I have 4 and I need 5 to get up. So I need a coin. We're gonna go here. I'll gain a coin and I'll start with 2 green cards on my next turn. All right. Over to purple. Gaining a swimmer, some firewood, another firewood, a hiker, and a coin. Okay. But I gotta play fairly, so I know purple probably wants to do the same to hold on to that. They're gonna probably have an easier time doing it. So they have a yellow, they have an orange, they have a pink. They would need 2 orange. They need 2 orange. So yellow, 2 orange, and a pink. So they would need another one. So they need a wild. Do they want to spend the? That's a kind of a bit. They could hold on 1 more. That would be a lot. Because you'd be spending 3 to get a wild. That's a bit much. They could secure the off-roading right now. We are getting halfway through the game, so it might not be a bad idea to grab that. A hiker and a bike. They could do relaxing in a hammock. So I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to hold these 3. We're going to spend the hiker and the biker to get relaxing in a hammock. We're going to spend oh, that's a fishing boat. Oh, I looked at the wrong one. They need a fishing boat to grab that. They can only keep 3. I think this was already here. I think that one was there. I pulled it off. I believe. If I'm wrong, but I believe I pulled that down there to do this, which I can't do. So we're keeping those 3. All right. So now purple's going to move. 1, 2. They got 3. They need a total of 5. So purple's going to move right here. They're going to gain a coin. They're going to gain 1 for their trailblazer. They're going to start with 2 blues. So there's 1. Let's see what happens. All right. Back to yellow. We're going to... I get to choose when I can gain. I get a swimmer, gaining the binoculars. Oh, then draw 2 cards and discard any. Oh, before I do that, I'm supposed to do this first. So let's just do this. Let's put these back. We're going to do the read a book. So I get to draw 2 cards and then discard any one. I'm going to take 2 from blue. Okay. I can discard any one. I'm going to discard the sunbathing. Okay. So now I get to draw a coin, canoe, a swimmer. I gain my hiker from this guy. And then I gain a swimmer, my binoculars from this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm upgrading to my large RV. So now I can keep up to 4 activity tokens, and I actually get 2 cards. I can actually swap 2 cards out. So basically, I need to do that with starters. So I could take 2 cards and replace, swap them out. Maybe I need to start doing that with those. All right, so off-roading. I do have the boater and the binoculars. I could get that. I could keep up to 4. And I'd still have quite a few. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take those to take the off-roading card. So we'll get that in my deck. I can keep 4 tokens, so I'm going to keep these guys. And then let's see if I can move into the yellow. 2 hikers, 2 boats, which I do not have. I do have plenty of swimmers. There's 2 swimmers. I need a pink and a wood, which I could do that. 2 swimmers, and I could go there. A hiker, 1 binocular, 2 purple, which I don't have. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go here. So 2 swimmers, a pink, which I don't have, firewood, but I do have a campfire. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to jump ahead. Yellow's going to up here to yellow. I passed, so I get the Trailblazer token. That's now over here with me. I'm going to just set this down here as a reminder for me that I got that. And I do get a coin now because I have that. And I'm going to start my next turn with 2 green cards. I need to shuffle my decks. I need to refill this guy. Oh, there's another off-road. And they have a different purchase requirement. So that could benefit him. I need to move my camper down here up to the yellow. As a reminder that I'm up to that level. Ooh, campground. Now I want my I need my bell so I can hit some of these campsites. I think it was my skiing card. Okay. So I'm starting out with 2 green next turn. We'll go back to purple now. They're gaining a boat, fishing boat, a coin. We have a lot of coins. And a floater dude. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to upgrade his RV up to the large RV as well. It's the final upgrade for him. And he can probably move up to the yellow as well. Let me see. We're just going to put these in because I can keep up to 4 and there's only 2. I want to put him up there. Green, yellow. No. Fishing boat. He doesn't actually have what's needed. Okay, so what can he spend? Don't have a hiker. Doesn't have that. Snorkeling. For 2 swimmers, you can gain a swimmer. Okay, we're going to do the snorkeling. So we're going to spend the 2 swimmers to gain the snorkeling card. And 2 woods and a. So we're just going to stop right there. Skiing. That's the one. He wants that as well to get that bell. I want to pull my skiing card out. Okay, so purple's going to stay within. I don't want to risk him necessarily having to drop back. I don't like going to these places unless he gets a bell. Because there's a lot of bears. We've only pulled 1 bear out. But let's see. No risk, no reward. So let's move here. And if he gets this, if this is not a bear, he'll get to do the 4 cards. It is 3 coins. So good call. He gains 3 gold. And he gets to start with 3 blues and a green. So nice. Way to go. All right. That worked out well for purple. Okay. So yellow's up. I'm going to gain 3 firewood. And we're gaining a binocular and a swimmer. Both are green. Okay. So let's see what we have. Gain. But I think when I use that granola bar, I think I still didn't do a discount. I think every time I use granola bar, I forget to discount by 1. I think I didn't do that again. I gained 2 hikers. So let's spend a hiker. We'll get the hiking card. Let's see. I don't have that. I could take another off-roading, but I really don't want to. I can only keep 4 activities. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn these 3 in for a campfire. We'll hold on to these. And then I'm going to move. I don't have the bell yet. I don't want to risk it. I want some more. So I'm going to go up here. Start with 2 blues and a green. And I do get a coin because I'm got the token. All right. Back to purple. Okay, so we're going to draw 2 cards and then discard any one. We're going to draw 1 from each deck. So I'm going to discard my starting swimming, maybe. So I'm going to get rid of Birdwatch because it's gaining one of those. So I'm going to chuck him. Okay, so he gets a bike for that one. Gains a coin. Floater in a canoe. Gaining 4 swimmers total. Wow, make that another swimmer, canoe, and a fishing boat. So you can see how, as you go, you can really get rid of those starters. You can really start gathering resources. And I can only keep 4 of these. All right, so he definitely has resources to move into the yellow area. Or I could spend 4 resources to get a bell and try my luck at a couple more of, like, try and get this last one here, see if it's something good. All right. So I don't need swimming. This guy's got enough swimming. The skiing would be nice. He needs a campfire, a swimmer, and a red. So let's take 3 of these swimmers to turn them in for a campfire. And then, so he's going to get the skiing card. Okay. And that's the forest, so he can't get another forest card. All right. He's going to go ahead and take his off-road card. He's going to get this as well. Get that in his deck. And then I think we're just going to try to move him up. So he can keep 4, which he has. So let's see if we can... Let's just see if we can move him up into the yellow. So it's going to cost 2 hikers and 2 fishing boats. Nope. Nope, can't go there. A binocular, 2 bikers, and a pink. I could buy a campfire. So, but then that puts him at the camp. So if he goes 1 of these, 2 of these, which would be this and this. Okay, so this will put him at a camp with a camp tile. I want him to have the bell. So we're going to cash in 4 resources to gain the bell to give him some protection. This will move him up into yellow. Moves that on his camper status. He's going to come here. Oh, and it's a bear. So it's a good thing we did that. He stays up there and doesn't lose his thing. He's going to start with 2 greens and a blue. So that was good. Good. All right. Used a lot of resources, but he's still there. Okay, back to yellow. So see here, I got the off-roading card. It does nothing. It's just, it no good. I'm going to start with a biker and a canoe. That's all I get on this round. Got to get rid of these cards. All right, so we're both in yellow. So for me to get up into brown, I'm not sure I want to do. Might be pushing it a bit. It's going to take 7 resources. Need a hiker, 2 purples, 2 browns, which I don't have. This one's 2 bikers. 2 fish I don't have. 2 reds. 1 swimmer. 2 binoculars and 2. So I don't have enough to really get up in there yet. I think I'm going to hold on to these. I'm going to hold those. And then I am going to move, stay within yellow. And I want more than 2 cards, but he took the only other spot. So this will give me 2 coins because I have that. Start with 1 of each. Do I want to... Oh, I didn't even refresh. Well, I guess I wasn't gonna, I guess I wasn't buying because I didn't even look. All right. So back to purple. All right. 2 bikes, a hiker, 2 floaters, and a fishing boat. Okay. All right. What's out there for purchase? There's the jump off the dock, but he doesn't have that. Doesn't have a campfire yet. Game on, and so I could do watch the sunset, right? We're going to spend 2 coins to get a campfire, and then he's going to use that plus these 2 to get watch the sunset, which gives him his fire. This little campfire token. There it is. So the binoculars is the only one that he has left available to purchase. Of the special cards, he can keep 4. I think we're just going to keep these. And we'll have to move him. Let's see, purple. He's going to go... Of course, he's going to go over here. He doesn't have his bell anymore, so he's going to go there to get 2 blue and a green. I'm going to shuffle that green deck up. So don't forget, do a like. Feel free to make comments on what you think so far of the game. I know it's a little tough to watch it when one player is just doing it. I'm trying to talk to kind of keep letting you know what I'm doing. I'm actually really looking forward to playing this in a group where I'm just concentrated on myself, and then it's like just to kind of see how the interactions are going to play. I think that'll be really fun. All right, so purple went, so let's go. All right, so I'm going to gain 2 purple canoes. I'm going to gain a hiker, and then all players reveal a top card of either deck and choose to either discard it or put it back. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the top card here. I'm going to keep that one back there. I'm going to look at his blue. He's going to go ahead and keep that one. Okay. All right, so this is what I have. I can gain 2 swimmers. I seem to be doing okay with that. I don't have a boat, but I have that, but that would gain me... Roasted s'mores looks pretty good. I don't have the binoculars. I don't want to swap a card with them, though. I don't want the examine plants. Or I could try to push into the blue neighborhood, the blue campground. I can keep 4, so I can keep these. I got lots of... So, I don't have a bell either. I really don't want to go there. So I need a green, 2 purples, and that would require me to use a wild. A swimmer, 2 binoculars. I think I might just go here. And I would have to use... Oh no, I can't. That would require 2 wild, which I could buy. I could buy another wild. I could buy another campfire. So I could move yellow guy down to here. The cost of a green, 2 purples, and 2 of those, which I don't. So I have my campfires. So that allows me to go into the blue. So I'm trying to kind of push through as quick as possible too to get to that end, because I kind of want to just have a whole end game. So that gets me there. I'm going to start with 3 green cards. I still have I get a coin for having my Trailblazer token. That ends my turn. Let's go to purple. Purple gains 2 swimmers, 2 binoculars, and then they're also going to get a bike, and they may get rid of a card from their hand. Well, these are all pretty good. So there's really nothing they need to get rid of. I mean, there's all double assets to there. You don't want to get rid of them. If I had a starter in my hand, okay. All right, so let's see what they have to buy with. The s'mores was a good one that they can purchase that. I got one as well. I thought I bought one. So they're gonna do a roasted s'mores as well. Like that one. Let's see what else we have. I can keep all 4 of these. So we're going to go ahead and keep these. Then we're going to move. Do they want to go into do they want to push to the blue? It would cost 2 of those. They don't have enough for that. They do have the 2 orange. They have a yellow. They don't have 2 of those. Nope. A wood, 3 swimmers, 1 fishing boat. A swimmer, 2 of those, 2 of those. So they don't have enough yet to do that. So let's try to get them. Let's go. Oh, we risk it again. He doesn't have his bell. Let's risk it. Oh, it's a bear. He goes back over here to the purple. We're gonna go here so we get max. But that drops him back. He's got to pay resources to get back to the yellow. But he's gonna get to take 1, 2, 3. See, I guess it's a good thing you can see kind of what happens. So now to get here, his little camper here went back from the yellow, went back to that space, which means he has to pay these resources now again to get back into the yellow. So that's the downside of the bear. That's why the jingle bell is really nice to have. All right, we're gonna keep moving on. Gain a wood, 2 bikes, and a binocular. All right. I am trying to get into the brown area is my next goal. Again, then it's like just trying to get the resources to get into here and finish the game. So I'm kind of trying to push a little faster than I would. So let me see if I can get there. 1, 2, 3. So I can keep all of these. I'm going to keep these resources. And then we're going to look to see if I can push up here. I do not want to go to one of those. I can do this one. I can do that. Okay, so we're going to spend 2 to get a campfire. And then we're going to move from yellow or from blue into the brown. Okay, and I'm going to spend 2 binoculars, 2 fishers, and 3 swimmers. I only have 2, but I got a campfire. So I'm getting close. All right, and now I'm going to get a coin for the Trailblazer. And then I'm going to start with 1 green, 1 blue. So here's where it gets a little tough near the end because you're down to just a couple of cards. The other thing is, because I moved into the brown, and my next section is to win. So unless I get a bear or something, if I stay off these icons, which when other people come in, you might be forced there. If you have like a 4-player game and you're all in here, then there's only what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brown spots. So you could be forced into one that has a campfire. So I think there's going to be a lot more interesting play when you have 4 players, and then you are. And one of the expansions actually adds a fifth. I think it's a 5th player, so it could get a little crowded because then if you've got everybody in here, you only have one spot you can go to. So everyone's basically kind of jockeying for position there. But because I'm in the brown and there's nowhere else for me to trailblaze other than to win, you then pass this to the next person that would be able to move up. So this would go back to the purple player. So now they're gonna, now in this case, if there was another player, but that's the only person. So now they get this a bonus the rest of the game. Okay. So it would go back to whoever's the next closest to moving up would gain that. So if I had another player in the blue and one in yellow and one in purple, it would go to whoever's in the blue. And they would be moving into the brown. So every time someone moves in the brown with the Trailblazer, they push it down to the next player, kind of in that order. Okay, so I got my cards. So now my goal is just to get, I've got my off-road, I just have to draw the off-road card. I need to get 2 of every resource. At this point, I just want resources. And I'm and avoiding those to avoid the bear unless I can get my skiing to give me my belt. All right, so we're going to go back to our purple player. So he's going to get a lot of stuff. So he's going to get 3 binoculars total. Whoa, here I am throwing them on the floor. Where is it? 3 binoculars total, 2 bikes, 2 hikers and some firewood, and two inner tube dudes. All right. Now he's got a lot of resources, and I can only keep 4. So we're gonna refill this. He needs to spend some stuff, and we need to spend some of these because I can only keep a max of 4. So he doesn't have a compass, or he does have the compass. He needs the binoculars, the only one he can buy. So you can get that one up top. Swap a card with him. It's a swapping the card. It is so lame. Campfire, you get 3 boats. So we're going to do this. We're going to turn in these 3 binoculars for campfire, and then we're going to purchase this fishing card. Okay. We have none of these things. Oh, we don't need swimming anymore. 2 of those, though. It's stargazing. That's a nice one. 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could do that. Well, we could spend like 1, 2, 3. 3 of these to get a campfire. Okay. And then, what was it I was going to purchase? I don't know. That gives me a campfire. I want to keep this. I don't necessarily need that. I could do these 3 for another campfire. Okay, so let's do this. Get another campfire. And we're going to use those 2 campfires. I know that was expensive to get stargazing. Okay, then we're going to keep these 3. And then we're going to move. So he's purple. He could probably move into the yellow. We've got a lot of stuff. So he got 2 hikers, but he needs 2 boats. We've got a swimmer. We got a wood. We don't have the purple. We don't have the canoe. I do have one of those. I got 2 of those. Okay, so we're going to go up here, back to yellow. He's going to pay binoculars, 2 bikers, sorry, and a tuber. So he's paying, and so now we move him back up to yellow, his little camper here to yellow. So that means he has the right to be there, and he's going to get two greens and a blue to start, plus an extra coin. All right. Okay, so myself, again, I'm just trying to get resources now. I don't want to spend them. I just want to gain them. So I'm going to draw 2 cards and discard. I can draw, I'm going to get a hiker. And I'm going to get one of those. So I can draw 2 cards and discard one. Oh, nice. So I'm going to discard the fishing card. So now I'm going to gain, whoops, I need to put my tree. Never did put my tree icon out. I gain 2 coin and my bell, which is nice because I get a little extra security there. I did draw my 2 and I discarded. And then I can place one, I can buy one this round and place it on top. So if like the off-roading, so that's where like if your off-roading card if there was an off-roading there, I could buy it and put it on top. And if I had all the resources, then I would know I'm going to win on my next round. So that's a really cool card if it comes out in play. Now, if I had those resources, if I had everything doubled, then I would actually spend money to get some granola so that I could refresh this. And that actually I might do that anyways. 1, 2, I'm going to spend 4 coin. I'm going to try to set myself up to get 3 granola. So I got my granola bars. Okay. And then that way I can refresh this thing. But there's nothing that I think I need or that I want at this point. I'm just going to discard that, and I am going to keep both of these guys. And now I got to move. So if I go here, I can go here or here. I need to reshuffle my green deck. I think the blue deck has my thing. So I don't want to pull a lot out of my blue yet. So I'm going to go here. Okay, and we'll see. All right, so this means I get to draw a blue card. It has a little red X. So it means I can take a blue card here that doesn't have one of those little symbols. So I can gain 2 swimmers, or I can gain 2 of the canoes. I'm going to take the canoeing one. Okay. So that goes into my hand for free. And then I get to draw 2 greens and a blue for my next turn. And my turn's over. Okay. Back to purple. You can draw 2 cards and then discard. I'm going to draw 2 greens. You can discard one. I'm going to get rid of the starter. Okay, so this gets a bike, a coin, a hiker, and firewood. 2 bikes and 3 fishermen. Okay. Right. So what do we want? He wants to move up into the blue. He needs to get moving. So he needs to keep, at least probably keep 2 of those. Keep these 2 maybe. Turn 3 of these in for a campfire. And then dispose of 1. Or is there something that he should be buying? I could purchase the hiking. Okay, so let's purchase this. And we can keep these 4. Okay. There's off-roading again. And you can have multiples of these in your hand. So, especially like at my point, it might be nice to have more than one. All right. So we got to move him. We're going to try to move him down to blue. So, got a campfire. So we got a hiker, 2, nope, 2 bikers, 2 hikers, and I get nope, nope. A wood, 3 swimmers, and a fisherman. And we could do that. So we could put him here, but he doesn't have the bell. A swimmer, 2 binoculars, which he does not have. This is the only way he can go. So it's going to cost a wood. He's got to push his luck. 3 swimmers and 1 fishing boat. So he's paying for it. Let's see if it works for him. So he's paying to go here. Yes, he gains 3 gold. He gets to stay there. He's now in the blue. And he gets to have a coin for his thing and 3 blue cards. He's got 1. Shuffle these up. And that'll end his turn. So he's catching up. We could spend some of those gold to give him some wild. I think I try to do that on the next turn. He's going to have 3 blue. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle his green deck because he's down to just a couple of cards there. So that's good to go. All right. I'm glad he didn't get shoved back. Oh, I need to move my little camper. I'm into the brown. All right. A couple starters. Ugh. 2 hikers. I don't get... he did really good. Purple did really good with drawing cards, and I don't think that I did so well on that part of the game today. I need 2 everything. So I don't need to keep the green. I do need to keep the blue. I could turn these 3 in for a camp. But again, dropping pieces. Where'd that one go? Oh, it's right here as well. Okay. So I could turn these 3 in for a campfire. So I'm going to do that. Because you can use campfires on the final turn. You can still use them for the resources that you don't have. And I'm not going to buy anything, but I'm going to move. I have a bell. So I'm going to move over here. And it's 3 coin, which is great. And then I get to start with 2 blues and a green on my next turn. All right. Getting there. And let's see. Man, he did so much better with drafting cards. He's getting another boat, a fisher, a canoe, a swimmer, another canoe, a floater, a decoy. Okay. So let's buy. I don't think he needs backpacks too. Can come in handy because it allows you to buy. I don't know if he wants to reset the granola like I did. I don't even know why I bought all the granola bars. I'm not sure why I did that. That may have been a dumb move. I could buy a couple backpacks for him because it allows you to draw another card, which is going to give you another resource. So I'm going to spend 4 coin to give him 2 backpacks. And then I'm spending 4 coins to give him 2 campfires. Watch me end up letting this guy win. All right, so here's what he has. He's still got to get into the brown. He's still got to pay to get there. Let's see. Can he Okay, so we got to spend we got to spend at least 2 of these. I could get another one of these. All right, so that's his off-road there. I think he has 2 of them now. Jump off the dock. He's going to do this one as well for purple. And then I think we're going to keep these. We're going to hold on to those and refill this. And then he is going to move into the brown. Or he could go back here. He doesn't know. He doesn't have a jingle bell. He doesn't want to risk it. So he needs to get up here. So he's got 2 fishing boat. He needs 3 hikers and 2 wood, which I can't do. We're down. It's not enough. 2 reds, 2 firewoods. Here he needs 4 hikers. Which, no, that's not going to work. 2 yellows, 2, nope. 1 red, 3 purples, and 3, nope. So he cannot get up into the brown yet. So what's going to maximize his cards in the blue? Right here, starting with 3 green on his next turn. And he gets a coin. Okay. Yeah, I should have bought backpacks. I'm going to buy some backpacks here. All right, so we need 2 canoes, 2 fishers, 3 firewood. Now I'm getting some. This was a decent draw. A swimmer and a coin. Okay. All right. Okay, I want to hold on to that one. I want to hold on to that one. And I'd like to hold to that one. That'll give me 2 in those. Oh, I'd like to hold these as well. But let's see. I could turn 3 of these in. Hold on. Turn 3 of these in to get a campfire. And then I'm tossing one. At this point, I don't think getting a card is going to benefit me because I have to go through all the discards. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to toss these for a campfire. He's just going to go away. These I'm saving. Okay. I'm going to buy 2 backpacks that I can start using on my next turn. Okay, 2 backpacks. And then I need to move. I still have the bell. So I could go back to here. And it gives me a green card that just doesn't have an icon. So this is the only one I can take. Then we'll refill this. And now I'm starting with 2 greens and a blue. And that ends this turn. All right. Purple. Going to gain a hiker. He's going to get 2 hikers, a canoe, firewood, and then swap up to 3 tokens. Ooh, this one can swap up to 3 tokens with an opponent. So he can keep all 4 of these, which I think he's going to do at the moment. And then he could swap. So to get him into brown, he's going to need 2 boats, 3 hikers, and 2 firewood. Okay, so he needs a firewood. So he's got an extra hiker. He's going to swap that. So he's going to do 3. Right? He just needs a firewood to get in here, right? He's got the boats and the walkers. This will give him the firewood. So I think he's just going to do just that, just to meet what he needs. So he's moving into here. So he's moving up. So he's got to pay 2 fishing, 3 hikers. Now he's and 2 woods. So he is up in the brown, and now he can compete. So it's a fight now to who's getting there first. I do have some more tokens than him, but he's got. Well, we both have 2. Yeah, we're not bad. We both have. I think we're in pretty good shape here. We're really, this game's like looking like it's really going to come down to real close here. All right, so I need to draw 2 cards and keep 1. I can, or discard 1. So I'm going to definitely get rid of one of these. I have a wood. I don't have a pink yet. So we're going to discard this guy. So this is going to give me him. This gains me a coin, canoe, and a swimmer. This gains me the green, a hiker. Then I get a swimmer, and I'm going to take that. Okay. Now, I could use backpacks to get more cards at this point. But I think I'm going to hold off. I know I need the red. I need a yellow. I don't need blues. I don't need purples. I don't need greens. So I'm not going to buy any cards. I'm going to put these 3 in for a campfire. I need to keep those. I'm going to put these, I'm going to cash 3 more in for campfire. So right now, I'm actually good. If I can get my off-road card, I have 2, because a campfire would cover it, a campfire would cover that, and I have 2 more campfires. So I have everything I need. I just need my off-road card, and I won the game. So that's what I'm playing for at this moment, is to get that card. And I am going to go over here. I get a campfire. So I'm definitely good now. And I'm going to start with 2 blues and a green. Let's hope my see, now this is part of, like, we got to remember, because there are off-roading in both decks, and I think mine was in the blue deck. I think I bought a blue one. So I'm going to want to try to I think I'm going to want to try to I'm hoping that I can pull that thing real soon. All right. Purple gains 4 swimmers on this turn. Yeah, both swimming cards. All right. So he is in the brown. He's the same thing. He just has to max these out. So he needs 2 of these. He doesn't need any more of these guys. He's got 2. Doesn't want to cash any of those out. That would give him a wood, but again, got to recycle those cards. He already got his camp, so he really can't. We're going to use one of these. We're going to use it. You use your backpack and you push it sideways. And you can only use 3 backpacks in the entire game. A backpack allows you to draw an additional card. I'm just going to verify that I'm correct on that. Yeah, you draw 1 extra card. So He's going to draw one more. Let's see what kind of resources. He's going to gain 2 swimmers, floaters. Okay, so that's good. That's good. So now he can keep. He wants 2 of these. He only needs 1 of those. Turn these in for a wild. And then he's going to keep these. So now we just need a couple more. Now he's going to stop. He's going to move somewhere, maximize. He's going to get 2 greens, a blue, and a coin for that. All right, so I just need my off-road card. Boom! Off-roading, baby! There it is. I don't even need to do the other stuff. I pulled my off-road card. I have to have 2 of every resource. Now, I can still go ahead and gain them just for grins and giggles. I'm gaining 2 purples and a yellow. All right, they don't matter. I can just hold on to them. But I need another one of these. I need another one of these, and I need 2 of those. And I have this. Means yellow is going to Bear Mountain campsite. I won the game, and that's how it works. So let me switch here. That's awesome. Pulled it at the right time. I was so pretty cool. And this is a fun game. It's what I like about it is I don't remember what the ages were on this, but in fact, let me take a peek at this. Let's see, ages 10 and up. So according to BGG, which there's a lot going on. But it's not hard. It's a really good, I think, a really kind of fun resource management. You got all these cool little tokens. You're constantly changing back and forth. You've got a lot of like stuff to touch, especially with the deluxe version and the upgraded components. There's a lot of like you're playing with things. You're doing a lot of tokens and exchanging and trying to figure out how you want to move and manage your resources. And are you buying cards or like I made a mistake. I bought those granola bars and I really like why I bought them at kind of the wrong time. I bought them near the end of the game when I'm like, well, I don't need to refresh this because my idea was refresh to try to get off-roading cards, I guess. I think that's what I was thinking. To then maybe I could purchase those to get more into my hands to pull it out quicker, but I lucked out. There's and that's just what you saw is the core game. So if you do, they have like 3 or 4 different. I think there's a rough terrain expansion. There's an extreme weather expansion. There's Legends of the Fall bonus game, which I think is the backside of the on this side of the board you saw. The other side is a whole different game. So there's a lot more components that come in this tray that. Wrong camera. So let me switch back real quick. So this tray has a bunch of more stuff that we haven't even seen. Like we didn't use the umbrellas. We didn't use. I think these are for the Legends of the Falls game. We did not use these tokens or these tokens or. This is a temperature token. These are some other tokens we didn't use. And there's these tokens which we didn't use. These ones with mud. And there's pets tokens. So that's another mini expansion. So there's a lot to this game. There's also, just so you know, of these trays I was pulling the components out, there are 2 of these in the game. So there's enough components. You can set them on different sides of the table. If you were looking going, wow, he's just 2 players, and sometimes he was getting a little low, there's twice as many as what you saw. There are 2 trays of these. So there's plenty to go around. But again, that was Bear Mountain Camping Adventure. I'm really glad I got to play this for you. Hope you enjoyed the kind of playing like a 2-player game so you can kind of see what it kind of would be like with multiple people instead of just doing the solo. There are solo rules. I haven't looked at them yet, but usually when I play a game, I'm always playing like a second player because I'm going to play it with Game Group. And a lot of times the solo rules are different. You're doing different things. You got an AI, or that's not going to translate over to a group game. So hopefully this gave you a good idea of what it's like. Again, I thank you for watching and subscribing to this Board Game Life. Please, again, hit the like button, and we'll catch you next time. Please leave your comments below. Have a great day.